Okay, welcome. Good morning, grade 9s, to your Monday Reachback 5. As always, if you'd like to download a copy of today's questions, you only have 6, which is great. You can go to tinyurl.com/reachback5 and you'll be able to download a PDF version of it. If you don't have access to a PDF or you can't open it, you don't worry about it because all you have to do is watch the rest of this video, press pause at each question, write the question down, and do the work. At the end of it, make sure you take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher by the end of Monday or at the very latest before 9 o'clock on Tuesday. Because on Tuesday there will be an answer video presented to you so you can correct all your answers, make all the necessary corrections, and learn from your mistakes. So with that said, we'll start with question number 1 today. Question number 1 comes from chapter 2 on rational numbers. It says, write these 4 rational numbers in descending order, from largest to smallest. Pretty straightforward. Question 2 comes from chapter 3 on powers and exponents. It says, solve, show all applicable work. So here we have 4 different powers. You're adding them or subtracting them from each other. So simplify each power to a standard form number, and then add and subtract them and get a final answer in standard form. Question 3 comes from chapter 4, and I know none of us have done chapter 4 this year on scale, factor, and similarity. But what we've done is we've taken a question from last year using proportional reasoning. Because scale, factor, and similarity, or chapter 4, uses proportional reasoning to solve a lot of the questions in that chapter, we're going to reach back all the way to grade 8 and ask you to solve this question: 60 kilometers in 4 hours is proportional to how many kilometers in 5 hours? Back in grade 8, you learned that there were 3 ways to solve it. You could break it down into a unit rate and then back up into a applicable rate that you're looking for. You could also multiply 4 by something to get 5, making it proportional that way. And you can also use what was called cross multiplication to create an algebraic equation that you could solve. But if you can do it, go ahead and do so. If you can't, don't worry about it. We don't expect you to be able to do it, but you probably can. And tomorrow when you get the answer video, make sure you make the corrections and write down all of the work that we've shown you tomorrow. Question 4 comes from chapter 5 as an introduction to polynomials. It says unshaded represent negative numbers. So here we have unshaded big square, shaded green strip, etc., etc. What addition statement is represented below? What is the answer? So using your sense of algebra tiles, you could do one of 2 things. You could translate this back into algebraic terms and make a trinomial plus a trinomial, or you could simply simplify it using your idea of algebraic 0 pairs. But in the end, you have to add these 2 together and get an answer. Question 5 comes from chapter 7 on multiplying and dividing polynomials. Straightforward, multiply the monomial by the trinomial. Again, for those who need a hint, make sure you use distributive property. And finally, question 6 comes from chapter 8 on linear equalities, solve for x. Now in questions like this, you could, if you wanted to, get rid of the constant first by subtracting 1/8 from both sides. Or if you're a little savvy, you might want to multiply both sides by 16. Either way, you'll be able to solve for the value of x. Okay, that's it. That's all you have for this week. So good luck to everybody. Make sure you show all your work, and when you're done, send a picture of your work to your teacher. Good luck, stay safe, wash your hands, and don't let your boomer parents drive you crazy.